If you're a business owner, team leader, or project manager and you feel like the constant bottleneck in your team or company, in this video you will see the reason that 90% of the professionals joining myICOR are facing. It is the lack of a single source of truth and a dependency on email. So let me show what I mean by this. So no matter if you're using Gmail or Outlook or even a mix of different things, which gets worse, and I will cover this in a different video, how you manage this. This is the bottleneck that you're facing. Because the team wants anything from you, they will send you an email. Maybe the team is also sending you an action item out of the meeting minutes. Now the action ends up in Gmail too. Unexpected events, they get sent via email. And then usually they say urgent in the title. So all these things come into email. But the thing is that here, each of these things don't become a single source of truth. You keep constantly searching for what was there. You try to reorganize. You try to create folders in there to wrap your mind. And then you again do it the other way around. And you'll start sending action items to the team too. And this is literally the bottleneck, the Gmail itself. But the actual problem is, if it would go all through your email account, it is already a good starting point, because at least that's your single source of truth if you need to look up and try to track things. But the issue is actually that if the team doesn't get a response quickly, they will reach out via WhatsApp. Then you might have introduced something like Slack or Microsoft Teams and all these things. And you have information and action scattered across all these systems. And this makes things even worse. So first of all, if you're the leader in this team, then you did a constant bottleneck because they are not working autonomously. At the same time, you're probably always following up messages that people sent you earlier. They just keep disappearing in all the things that are going on in your life, of all the different areas that you can receive information from. And then obviously the external, the clients, the stakeholders and so on, that will also reach out via email. And that's what we help with ICOR. ICOR has a team communication system where you define how people reach out to you and to each other. What does urgent actually mean? What channels are allowed to be used for communication? Because usually what happens, a team member reaches out via email, they don't get a response, so they send you a message on WhatsApp, they didn't get a response, and now they call you, and this is nonsense. That shows that there's no prioritization on what matters right now. So here's my ICOR framework. It doesn't mean that you need to use all these tools. I just wanted to show you the principle of a working productivity system. Here we have Gmail, and this is covering my PKM, personal knowledge management, my BKM, business knowledge management, and my PPM, my personal project management area. So I'm getting tasks. Each email is literally something that needs to get processed. Then I have PKM. Maybe there are newsletters or anything like that. And then obviously the things that we just showed, all the information coming from the team. If you move this into the center, and that's what we see in many businesses, the email is in the center of everything. This means that even project management is part of email. And this is the danger zone. That's why for business project management, you need to have a dedicated system. Doesn't matter if it is ClickUp, Microsoft Planner, or Microsoft Teams combined with Planner. Google doesn't have a project management tool, as I've shown in another video, but you can use Asana, Monday.com, or any dedicated project management tool, Linear, and so on. So you get a single source of truth for the project planning, and therefore build where the team can communicate on the items that actually matter. I will publish a lot more videos moving forward where I show you inside the tool and how all this works much more specifically. I just wanted to spark the thought process behind why you feel always like the bottleneck. And it usually starts with a broken team communication system and then a lack of clarity of responsibilities. If you can relate to this, let me know in the comments below, and I'll catch you up in the next one.